Hey guys and girls, welcome to my channel, the Real Love Festival Survival channel. I thank God for the grace, and today's video is actually going to be part 2 of a little mini series that I've been putting together, and it's going to be a continuation of some winter food storage solutions, emergency food, just in case the weather's turned and something's happened and you can't get to your local shops. The last video I was talking about the emergency food winter box for UK right here. If you're in the countryside, and you're cut off from the local shops, as we saw last winter, people were cut off from the shops, couldn't get on the roads, and literally had helicopters delivering food for them. And actually I do believe that in the last few days a similar thing happened where people were cut off and they didn't have no chance to get to the local shops, and there was food that was being delivered to them again. So it happened again, guys and girls, so it does make sense to have one. So if you haven't seen that video, please scroll down into my video section and look for the survival food winter box for the UK. Okay, so today's video is going to be all about these containers down here, which is to your right hand side, to my left hand side, and over on my right hand side I've got some more storage boxes, some buckets, and some other bits and pieces I'm going to be talking to you about today. So thanks for coming to the channel and watching today. Please like, share and subscribe, but I'll see you in a second, guys. Okay, before I get started, I've had a fantastic response from the last video. A lot of people saying that having a winter box made sense. It's always good to be prepared, have extra food. And I've just made a couple of little notes here on some of the comments that were made in the comment section on my last video. And some really good ideas, and I was asked a few questions. And basically, I don't write a script for my videos. I basically just press play, press record, and just get on with it and see how it goes. A lot of times I make some mistakes and I use them for the outtakes, and you guys can have a laugh at me, but that's okay. We need to have a laugh sometimes in life, okay? Not to be so serious, have a bit of joy about what we're doing. So basically I'm going to start off with Stephan-Homeless Truth Seeker. He's a relatively new guy that's come into my channel. Well, actually, I do believe this is the first comment he's made. So yeah, his name is Stephan-Homeless Truth Seeker, and he basically said to me, what about dog food? Okay, well, in this particular kit I haven't got no dog food, but in an emergency situation I do have 7 kilos of rice in here and some tinned sardines and mackerel fish. So I suppose in a survival situation I could give them that, but I do actually have dog food. Basically, let me show you what I've got for my dogs. This is a 12 kilo bag of Ardent Grain Light, and basically I've got another one in the kitchen, so I've got 12 kilos in the kitchen, and there's about half full here. This is about 6 kilos. So I have ordered some more. So well done, Stefan, you're right there, dog food, but I do have dog food, but not in this particular box right here. Okay, so this is for my Sam, the German Shepherd, the one that's 10 years old. So that's for her. She's on a bit of a food diet, so I get her the light Ardent Grain dog food. Okay, also down here, this is a 6 kilo bag, and this is also Ardent Grain weaning puppy food. Okay, there's 6 kilos in there. I do have another one in the kitchen, and I've actually ordered some more. So if that, that's for Stefan. But I do believe I was also asked as well by Anon Z. Anon Z, if you haven't checked out her channel, please, find out Anon Z's details will be left below. Check out her channel, give her a, subscribe to her channel. Also subscribe to Stephan's channel as well. So yeah, Anon Z was basically saying add some crackers for the box, which is a good idea, so you can have with the peanut butter that I've got in here as well. Tuna fish you mentioned. I did actually have tuna fish in here. I've run out of my cupboard, tuna fish. So I used the little 4-pack I had in here. So yeah, it's good. She mentioned get some tuna fish, reminding me. I have got a shopping list, so it's on my list to get some more tuna fish. Okay. Also, Anon Z was saying to get some shelf-stable lard, which is a fantastic idea. So I will be getting some of that. That's on my shopping list as well. And also, Anon Z was also saying about paper plates or disposable plates, and I was actually going to talk about the disposable plates in this part 2. Basically, on my right hand side, on your left hand side, I did actually have here, I've got some disposable plates right here. So if your water's pretty limited, you don't want to be washing plates like Anon Z was saying. And I have checked out her latest video. Check it out, guys. Go down into the section, look for the link for Anon Z's channel, and she just done a lovely video about prepare food prepping, and it doesn't have to be expensive. And basically, this is the same as my idea as well. Similar. Basically, it doesn't just have the basic stuff, and every time you go shopping, just get a few more bits and pieces, and when it comes to an emergency situation, you'll have some stuff in your cupboard, in your pantry, okay? So anyway, Anon Z was saying paper plates, so yeah, I wrote it down. So I do actually have plates here. I was going to talk about them, Anon Z. You read my mind, okay? I suppose, we're all getting, these ideas, and sometimes we're going to have similar ideas, and sometimes we're going to have the same ideas, okay? So there you have it, Anon Z. I do have these plates right here. They were here, ready for part 2. So that was one thing Anon Z said. And she's also said about dog food. Like I just showed you, I have got dog food, but she states that she has 21 days supply of dog food, which is a fantastic idea, okay, which is on my shopping list. Like I said, I have got a order coming through of a load of dog stuff. Perhaps in part 3, I will talk more about the dog food, okay. What else? Yeah, she was saying that she has a load of rice for her dogs, just in case for emergency. Like I was saying, I've got 7 kilos of rice right in here. Okay, who else? Let me see. We've got Huples cat, which asked me if this is a Brexit box. Okay, I don't think it's going to be that bad. We don't know what's going to happen, but I'm prepping for anything that might happen. So if it turns out to be a bad exit, Brexit, whatever, I'm prepared. Good to be prepared, guys and girls. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, HC, have a laugh, and we're not going to starve. I don't believe that. Well, I'm preparing for anything happens, so you never know, HC. So if you don't know his channel, scroll down, you'll see the link below. Give him a sub as well. Okay, who else have we got here? We've got here a Mark Pownall from British Bushcraft and Survival. Please go down, check out the link, subscribe to his channel as well. He said to me, why not stick a load of multivitamins? Fantastic idea, Mark. I will do that. I do have multivitamins in my bug out bags, and I do have some multivitamins already in my cupboards, but I suppose it won't hurt if I stick some more in this box. I do believe there is a little more space in here. So yeah, guys, I hope that answers your questions. Thanks for the comments, fantastic. I don't want to make this video too long. I don't want to go on and make this video really long, because I've still got to talk about the stuff today. So yeah, I hope that answers your questions, guys and girls. I do have dog food, I do have multivitamins, I do have the plates. Who wants to do dishes like Anon Z said? I don't. When the situation, and you might not have enough water. And I always keep about at least 5 gallons of water in my kitchen. And what I do is I've got these big water bottles, and I'll probably in the part 4 I'll show you about my water and what I do, what kind of solutions I have for water. So just watch this space for part 4. Okay, let me just quickly look through the list. Yeah, guys, so basically I hope that answers your questions. I mean, if you want to add on anything, just please leave a comment below. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm going to talk about these containers down here and a bit more about these containers over here. So stick around for the next little bit and you'll see what I've been up to. Okay guys and girls, so like I was saying, I'm going to be talking about these containers today. Let me just pull them out so you can see them right here. I don't want to make this video too long, I'll try not to. Excuse me for showing you my back. Right there guys and girls, so these are fantastic little food containers. What I basically do, okay, in my cupboards I have the packets of food, and what I do is I fill these up as I need them, okay. And this is couscous in here. Basically in here I've got some sugar. This is empty. I'm going to be doing that while we're on the video. And lentils. I really do like my lentils. I've actually run out of lentils, so I've got to replenish this as well. And I haven't got any. I have got some lentils in here, but it's on my shopping list, okay. And this is another good reason why you go through your stuff, checking the dates, checking what you got, checking what you haven't got, writing your little list, okay. So while I'm actually on screen, I'm going to show you these fantastic boxes here as well, okay. These boxes, let me just make some space, okay guys and girls. This box right here, I actually picked this box up for £1 in the pound shop. Fantastic little deal. I ended up buying 10. I think they're gone now because, you know, for £1 it's a fantastic deal. As you can see, they're stackable, so you can put them on top of each other. I'll show you a bit more about them. But the reason why I want to get this box out is just because I want to get some more sugar. Okay, I have got more in my cupboard. I have got more in the winter box. So this is what I do. I rotate my stuff. Okay, what I do is, because I'm living in a flat as well in London, I haven't got a big flat, haven't got a big house. My storage is pretty limited, so storage solution for me is very important. So what I basically do is I store these in a box like that. I have got some backup sugar in here. What I then do is, let me just get the sugar out, and some more pasta. I do like my pasta, okay, and I'll come back to these boxes in a little bit. Alright guys and girls, it does come with a lid and they're stackable as well. Fantastic. Right, got my scissors right here. I get my little container, very easy. Like I said, I've got more in the winter box. Okay, what I do is just fill this up. It's a good thing I never made a mistake and put it into the couscous. It's definitely all sugar in here. Right guys and girls, and what I do is I actually keep these little plastic bags. I recycle everything I use. I don't like just making loads of rubbish on the planet Earth. So this bag here I'll probably use that for a little tinder bag. Alright guys and girls, moving on quickly. So yeah, you put your sugar in here, and then what I do, everybody in their kitchen, they have their little, they either have a little stainless steel pot with their sugar and their coffee, or their tea bags. In my case, in my kitchen, I have like stainless steel set. You know, you've got your little, next to the kettle, you'll have your little coffee jars. Some people have the sort of kind of porcelain type, or the wooden ones, or whatever one. I happen to have stainless steel ones. And what I do is, when that little jar runs out, whatever it may be, tea bags, whatever, I just take my sugar from this, whack it in there, take tea bags out of the box, whack it in the jar, take my coffee out of the jar, whack it in the coffee. So I kind of always got some somewhere. If it ain't got in some, if the jar runs out, I've got some in here, okay? If that runs out, I've got them in this box here, okay? And also I'll have maybe one or two sugars in the cupboard as well. Excuse me guys. So moving on, so that's the sugar. Basically open up the top there, pour it in your jar, job done. Right guys and girls, moving on, I've got the empty one right here. Same thing with my pasta. Okay, I'll have pasta in the cupboard. So this container's run out. just cut it open along the top nice and neat, because again I want to keep these bags, so I just pour the plastic in there. Okay, again, don't want to make a mess on planet Earth, so I'll reuse these bags again. That's why I cut it nice and neatly. So I fold that up, put it away. I can use that for something else. Okay, guys and girls. Right, moving on. So I think that's actually enough pasta in there, because I don't want to open this one and, you know, leave it half full and then have to put elastic band on it to keep it closed. So what I'll do, I think I've got enough pasta in here for now, and I'll put that on the side. So there we have it, guys and girls, quickly. Right, so you've got your sugar, lentils. Like I said, I have to get some more lentils, and here I've got my couscous. So like I was saying, so as I kind of use up the stuff that's in here, and if that runs out, I've got some in the cupboard. Like I said, I've got some more in the winter box, so if I'm really caught out, I can go into the winter box. Okay, guys and girls, right there. If you can see that, hopefully you can. Yep, you can. So another little idea I've got is you've got these little smaller containers. Excuse me for showing you my back. You've got these other little food containers right here, and what I do is I put some tea bags in here. Okay, as long in the jar I've got tea bags, so if the jar runs out, I haven't got no tea bags in the cupboard, I've still got a little emergency stash of tea bags right here. Same with the sugar, I've got an emergency stash of sugar right there. And same with the coffee, got a little emergency stash of coffee right there, guys and girls. And in here I've got things like cloves, cinnamon, hopefully you can see that, cinnamon and cloves in there. I do like that in my tea. Fantastic little containers, right? And the beauty of these as well, if you're going camping, you can just grab these. You just grab these with you, whack them in your camping bag or whatever you got. If you've got to go camping in a car, very simple. You've got your little tea, sugar and coffee, and your cinnamon, spices, stuff like that. So yeah, guys, like I was saying, I'm talking about these containers down here. Fantastic idea. So you rotate your stuff. When that runs out, you get the bags from the cupboard, fill them up. And like I said, I've got these little boxes right here, so I fill these up in here. So I'll come back to that in a second as well, right, guys and girls. Also, you get ice cream containers. Okay, I do like strawberry ice cream. As you can see, I've got 2 of them. Don't throw these containers away, keep them, they're useful. Let me just open it up for you, guys and girls. Okay, clean it out, give it a good clean out with a bit of bleach, just to make sure that you've got no nasties in there, no stickiness, and that's empty, that's ready to go. You can use that for storage. You make a survival kit with that. I recently done a little micro survival kit. I suppose I can use that. If you want to scroll down in my videos, check out micro survival kits. If you haven't seen any of those videos, please check them out. So yeah, I can use this for a little micro survival kit. But what I've been doing is using them for food. You can put anything in there, rice, pasta, whatever you want. I also happen to have some fresh oregano in this one, loads of oregano. I do like my oregano. It's actually from Greece. This is sent to me along with some nice honey from my relatives, so I've got that in there. Right, guys and girls, smells really nice, really fresh. Okay, it's within plastic bags, double wrapped, and then it goes in here. So that's another little storage solution, guys. So don't throw your ice cream tubs away, use them up again. Talking about spices, I always got loads of different spices: chili, mild madras curry powder, even some oxo cubes. So this is like a little spice container, so I keep some in there. And in my cupboard I do have the little jars, and when the little jars run out, I refill them. I don't throw the jars away and just get more little jars, because that's very expensive. And you know, another thing is, you don't have to go, you will save money in the long run when you buy bigger packets of stuff and you just put them into smaller jars. It works out a lot cheaper. You'll see that in the long run you won't spend as much, because you're buying bigger and then you're putting them into smaller containers like I do here. Check out Anon Z's video, she's got some nice ideas on that as well. So yeah, guys, another thing, excuse me for showing you my back, you might have seen these 2 containers in the micro survival kits series. you can use that for food storage solution as well. You can put spices, you can put all sorts, whatever you want in these two. Again, you can use that for camping, along with a little tea, coffee, and the other little containers I got there. You could put some stuff in here, and very good for little day trips, little weekenders, or you know, your little camping trips. Also, one of these I picked up recently. This is 6-piece storage set, smaller, and they get larger and larger. All fits into the same large pot right there, large tub. Okay, which is a fantastic idea. It's all color coded as well, so you know what's in each one. You can have a little note, you can write on it, and just, you know, that's another little idea, guys. So along with the ice cream tubs, so I've covered that, what I do with these containers right here. So in the winter box right here, I do have more of this stuff. So if I haven't got any in my cupboard in an emergency situation, I know that I've got the stuff in here. So if it run out in the cupboard in an emergency, didn't get to the shops, I can go into my winter box and replenish these right here. So I'm going to move on to these other containers, guys and girls. So I'll see you in the next little segment. Okay, guys and girls, so like I was saying, I bought these containers, packet away storage box. It's 14 litre, 3 gallon for £1. You can't go wrong with that. Stacks on top of each other. I'll show you. They stack on top of each other really nicely, like that. And you can put more, you can stack them up. I think it's up to you, you know. You can put a 10 on top of each other. And so I just want to quickly show you something else. Rather than to have, yeah, you can put, I like my pita bread. Being Greek, we like our pita bread with our feta, cheese, and our kebabs. Some people might have a laugh then, but you know, all the Mediterranean people know about kebabs. Anyway, the whole world knows about kebabs. Basically, these are wholemeal pita bread, and they're good until April, end of April. So we've got January, February, March, April. So look, these are good for 3 months. Don't need to be frozen. You can have them in the container, and if there's a power cut, no gas, no electric, you know, you can have some bread stored away. Okay, the gas will be for cooking, but like I showed you in the first video, I've got a double burner, so I can still grill this and bread, make it hot, or you can actually eat it cold if you want. But yeah, some little bread here. Usually I have around about 6 packets in here, and I've used them up. So on my shopping list, I need to get more pita bread. Okay, so that's another little idea. If you do like your bread with your food, and these are good for 3 months. You can put them in the freezer, but if the electricity runs out, you know, you're going to come unstuck there a little bit. But anyway, that's another little idea I got there. Some pita bread. Okay, and so the next little box, what I do, like I said, I live in a flat, and it's not easy for me because the storage space is not great. So anyway, in this other box here, which stacks on the other one really nicely, I keep a load of Mountain House food. In here, got loads of Mountain House, and these are like good for 7 years. Okay, I do have the Mountain House in my bug out bags, my day bags, and EDC carry if I want to go out for the weekend or for an overnighter. I can whack these nice and light Mountain House. And also I also keep another headlamp in here just in case. So I always have lights in different places just in case I didn't get to the light in the winter box. I still got another torch here, right here. Also, even stuff like a little candle is handy as well. If I really need, if this doesn't work, fails on me, I've still got a little candle. So anyway, guys and girls, like I was saying, another idea, things like polo mints, hot chocolate. Now I do have hot chocolate in the kitchen in the cupboard, but if I run out, I've still got some emergency hot chocolate. Okay, guys and girls, in here I've got some electrolytes and basically some beef jerky. And what this box is, if there's an emergency situation, I've used up my bug out bag food, and because I rotate it as well, or it goes out of date, this is a box that I keep a load of stuff from a bug out bag. emergency Russian rations. These are really good. These got a really long shelf life, just in case. I've got some of these. These are good till 2022. They were like 5 years, but I've had these ones for about a year and a half. So I think I've got until late 2022. I've got a load of those in there. I've got some more salt and pepper in here, more hot chocolate. I've got some crunchy Nature Valley bars. I've got some goo gel. Okay, I've got some Cliff bars in here. A load of Cliff bars, more hot chocolate. These are fantastic for the immune system. I suppose you know, I could whack that in my winter box as well, but they're in this box right here, and they're in the cupboard. So these will help the immune system. What else do I have in here? Some flapjacks, really tasty flapjacks. They're a good idea. I think this video is going on a bit, guys, but yeah, some 3-in-1 coffee, some sports beans. So basically this box here is just some instant coffee, okay, some electrolytes, some zero. So basically this box right here, like I was saying, is just to replenish my bug out bag, food and stuff like that. So I always keep a light at the top so I see what I'm doing. Right guys, so as I said, it stacks on top of each other. What I'll do is I'll make some space and bring another little box for you to see, which is this one. Okay, this is you know, emergency again. I showed you my gas burner. Actually, what I'll do, guys and girls, just bear with me. Okay, that's a bit better. Here is my gas burner. I showed you that in the last video. It's a Halford's double burner and grill. That is if the gas runs out, electricity runs out, at least I've got a method of cooking. Let me just quickly show you that again. Okay guys and girls, the gas burner right there, fantastic bit of kit, got that in the sale. Now, a backup to your backup. 2 is 1, 1 is none. What if something happens with that? Right, so I've got one of these, a little micro stove. It's a camping stove, okay? But it does work. I've actually cooked some great meals on one of these. I've got another one that's open, I'll show you, but that's a fantastic little bit of kit, camping stove. At least you can boil up some water, make some rice, make some pasta, and you're away. Okay guys and girls, I'll show you something else quickly. Let me just get this stuff out. Now I do believe this video is going on a bit, guys, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's our well-being. So here we go. This is the little micro stove right there with a stand and the gas canister, and you know, this is a good little thing. I've cooked loads of meals on this in an emergency situation. There was a time when I had a problem with my gas in my flat and I never had no gas cooker, so I used this, and I tell you, I made some fantastic meals with that, and I've got a backup one just in case something happens with this one. Okay, so I've always got a backup to my backups plans. So there's that. Let me just whack that over there for you. I've got some gas canisters, and again in my bedroom I've got another box with a load of gas canisters like this, and I've got other gas canisters for other, like these ones as well, the screw ones. I've got a few of these in my bug out bags, always handy. Now again, just can't remember to get your little notepad and just put little stickers on the boxes so you know what you got. You know, there's nothing, you don't want to be going through all the boxes and saying what's in this box, what's in that box. But for the purpose of this video, I know what I've got here, so you don't get confused with boxes, just make sure you put a note on them, guys. Get your little pens and just write some notes. Right, a lot of us have Zippo lighters. Okay, get some fuel. You know, you've got emergency. I've got 2 of these, I found them for cheap, and I've got 2 from a Zippo lighter. Get a couple of those. Also for your clipper lighters, I found these the other day, 50% or plus 50ml free. I bought 2 of these, fantastic price. Fill up your lighters. Okay guys and girls, and also this canister goes with that stove. So actually I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 stoves. Okay, now I've got a double burner, something happens with that, I've got that other gas stove there. Something happens to that, I've got this one. So it's always good to have a backup to your backup, right? And again, winter time, I can use it for heating if I really wanted to. Within this little pouch right here, I have a Tom Shoe folding wood stove. So if really stuff gets really bad, what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to talk more about this wood stove actually in part 3, guys and girls, the next video. So this is part 2, and so I'll talk more about the Tom Shoe stove and the wood and stuff that I keep at home. Okay, so watch this space, I'll talk more about that. And I've also got a little alcohol stove in here as well, just in case. Now again, this is like, I have got stuff here that helps me to replenish my bug out bags. So I know that I've got extra stuff, I can put this in my bug out bag. I've got a Tom Shoe stove that can go in my bug out bag, as well as fuel. Now, checking this, it's nearly empty, so I need to get myself some more fuel. So that's another good thing to go through your, that's another good reason to go through your kit, see what you need to put on your list. I'm going to be doing a little bit of shopping this week, so I know I need to get myself some of this. So I leave the bottle out on the side somewhere and I say, right, I need to get that. It's also on my little list. Okay, guys and girls, so let me just quickly put this stuff back in here. Okay, guys and girls, so I've put everything back in here except for the Tom Shoe wood stove, which I'll talk more about in the part 3. Before I go, talking about stoves, I've actually got one more of these in here. This is a nice little stove, and it's got the little fuel tabs there as well. So, you know, I've got plenty of ways there of making, of cooking some food up, okay? So it's always good to have backups, guys and girls, right? So I've even got one of these. Now I do have these in my bug out bags, but like I said, if the one in my bug out bag breaks or is damaged or what have you, I've got this one as a backup with fuel in there ready to go. So remembering to go through your stuff to check what you need to get, and so now I know on my shopping list, I'll just leave that outside, and I'll get some more when I go to the shops. Now moving on, guys and girls, to the next one. Okay, so this is the next one that I've stacked up here. Actually, I'm going to fly through this one. Just in here, I've got some other little backup stuff, some tin stuff, some more instant potato mashed potato, some more sweet corn, some more tin tomatoes. You know, tin tomatoes, you can get them really cheap if you buy 4 for £1 and stuff like that. Look for the deals, guys and girls. In here I've got some more rice. So basically, you know, I mean, this is what I've been using. I've got to use this up. I do have a little container in the kitchen with some rice, and I filled it up, and I've still got, you know, this half to go. So I won't open any of the other stuff that I've got in the winter box until I use this up, if I need that. So I know I've got to put that on my shopping list as well. More rice. Being Greek, again, you see, I recycled this jar. I used to have coffee in it. And I've got some olives in there. I don't know if you guys like olives. I love olives. Really nice. I really do like olives. Okay. What Greek doesn't like olives? Right, some more soup in here. And let me just get this out. Another box of oats right there. Oats so simple. 2 minutes and they're ready. Okay, fantastic. I do like my porridge, guys and girls. So like I said, I'll quickly go through that. And since I'm not going to be using this pasta, I might as well throw that in there. Okay, so that's enough of about these boxes. Like I said, if you're in the UK and you want to go to the pound store, you'll find these boxes, and they're fantastic. They just stack on one on top of each other. Okay, guys and girls, and you can just keep going on. I'm sure you could probably get away with sort of stacking maybe 5, but if you put them in the corner of the room, you could probably get away with stacking about 10 one on top of each other. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the next little container really quickly. Let me just put these over here, guys and girls, so just bear with me. Okay guys, so you're in a situation, emergency situation, no gas, no electricity, everything's, you know, running low. You don't want to be going into your water and finish off your water, so you've got to remember your hygiene, guys and girls. Another thing about water, if you've got a flask, I picked this one up, half price, Van Gogh 1 litre flask. You boil up your water, you whack your water in here, you know for the next few hours you've got some hot water to keep yourself, you know, some hot drinks, so that's a good idea to have a flask. When you boil up some water, whack some in there, and you want to make a hot drink, your hot chocolate, your tea, your coffee, you know that you've got a flask full of hot water. You don't have to keep reboiling, you don't have to keep boiling up water, using up your gas and stuff like that, guys. And also, I suppose, you know, if you have to go to a river, but I'll also talk to you about the water filtration in part 3, okay, guys and girls, so watch this space. And in part 1 I spoke to you about Greek honey. I do have another one of these in the winter box, but I have one of these in my cupboard, and this is probably around about just under halfway. What I do is I've got a jar, and I fill up this jar from that tin. So, you know I've got this. You see, if you keep buying smaller stuff, it costs you a lot of money. So what I've done, I kept the jar. When this jar runs out, I refill it with that tin, okay. So, you know, it works cheap. It works out cheaper in the long run. Speaking of which, I keep another little jar right here, and every time you go to the shops and you've got some change, whack it in here. You might need some money, the ATM machines might go down, you might need some spare cash, and basically every time it fills up, you change it into notes, okay, guys and girls? So that way you've got a little bit of cash laying around for you as well. Okay, let me move on to the next little bit. Okay, recently I've done a video on these buckets. I bought 5 of these buckets. So if you scroll down in my video section and look out for food storage solution, and you'll see the video about these buckets. I bought 5 of these buckets. They come with a nice handle. Okay, this is more for long term. Okay, this is the winter box, and as you can see I've got lots of different containers, and it just goes through stages. So the bigger bulkier bags you buy, and you just break them down, and you basically, you know, it works out cheaper in the long run as well. Okay, so yeah, check out that video about these buckets. I did get the mylar bags as well to go in these buckets. Okay, these are really big bags, massive bags, and they could probably take about 25, that's the 25 litre bucket right there, and these would probably take a load of food. Okay, so I'm still going through the process of gathering food, and you know, still trying to see what I really want to put in them. I might have one with pasta, one with rice, one with lentils, I might have one with dog food. So when I get to that video, probably check out the video maybe in the next few, after the next few videos, I'll show you what, you know, what I've done and what food I've put in these. Okay, so watch this space, guys and girls. They do come with oxygen absorbers as well. So this is part of the food storage solution, mylar bags, bucket, and this, you know, some people say they can last up to 20 years. You know, we'll see how it goes, guys. Okay, so that's another little storage solution right there, right, the bucket. So yeah, guys, I know this video has been a little bit long, but you know, there's quite a lot of stuff that I've covered here today, and there is a part 3 and a part 4. So if you got any ideas, if you want to leave any comments, please do so. Please just leave a little comment down below. If you like the ideas, if you don't like the ideas, just please leave a comment. If you want to like, share, subscribe, please do so. Thanks for the people that have put in some ideas. You know, I hope I've given you some ideas. You know, please leave me more comments. You know, I'm really thankful for the last load of comments. People were giving me ideas, asking me questions. You know, I'm learning all the time. We're all learning all the time. None of us know everything. You know, we all need each other as well, guys and girls. You know, back in the day, hunter-gatherers used to hunt and gather together. You know, fishermen used to go fishing. Families used to work in the fields together. So we're all in this together, guys and girls, okay? So yeah, today's been part 2 of the food storage solutions. And like I said, you know, please like, share, subscribe. If you want to leave any comments, please do so. Thumbs up from me, guys and girls. I hope to see you all in the next video. take care of yourselves for now, and God bless you. Take care, guys. Okay guys, so what I do, I put some sugar in the smaller one. Alright guys, so as you can see, I need some lentils. Come on, open up. In my last video I was talking about the emergency winter food box right here, and I haven't got a script, guys. And in today's video it's going to be a continuation of the food solution. Hey guys and girls. Hey guys and girls, welcome to my channel. God bless you all. Welcome to my channel.